Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Tell your friends and tell their friends that I'm live right now because I just told someone I was going to tell them and then I forgot. So, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? If you have never seen me or you don't know who I am, my name is Tennille. I help women diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. Oh my gosh. That's my old intro. Gosh, that is like clockwork in my brain. I love that for me. That must mean I've done something right, correct? But actually, I'm also Tennille Stewart, and I guide people through reclaiming their identity and designing a full life after, diagnosis or major life disruption. Okay, so, um, it's day 3. And I promise you, at some point, I'm going to get this right. Like, I don't know when, but I do know at some point, because last year I did it, and the year before I did it, which means at some point I'm going to do it. So, day 3. Hey, Rhonda. How are you, love? Day 3. We're going to make this super easy lemon squeezy. So, I want to talk today about symptoms, okay? And just a couple of things that I would have told my doctors back then. Number 1, if you are going through something and you don't recognize your body as your body, and you're like, what is going on? This is weird. This is different. Listen to yourself. Be confident in yourself. If you're a man, if you are a white lady, if you are a white man, if you are anything out of the normal of having it, you're out of the age range, okay? Do not let up. Do not let up. I'm going to tell you something. When I was a 19-year-old girl and they told me, like, no, it couldn't be that. It's got to be this, this, or this. It's definitely not that. It's got to be that, that, or that. Retesting me for the same thing over and over for 8 months of my life when they were just like, we have no idea what's going to happen, but it's definitely not any of the things you think it is. If I could go back, I would have told my parents, we need to go to a different doctor, a different hospital. We need a second opinion, a third opinion. Someone needs to listen to us. And I bet we would have been heard better. I bet we would have been diagnosed faster. If something is wrong and you've been Googling and figuring your own stuff out, keep getting tests until you get answers. Okay? This is not a time to relax. Like, this is a time to really be annoying and a nuisance to every doctor that you see. Talk to them like they know you and you know them and you're not afraid. Just because they have a degree, just because they've, seen patients in the past, doesn't mean that they know everything, okay? So, symptoms. High fevers. I had a constant fever of like 104-ish. My body really loves 104. It's its favorite. That's when I know things are bad. I had a full body rash, and just like a rash I've never seen before. I was so exhausted all the time. I just like couldn't do anything. The thing that made me go to the hospital for my worst flare-up ever was ever up until that time, the potato head face one, was I had a really bad cough. And this was way before COVIDicus times or any of the things. This was like just a whooping cough. Have you ever had one of those when you were like a kid? Like like a really, and my Grandma Shirley, she's over there. She got dementia, but she's over there, and she says, my parents, like, something's wrong. Like, what's going on? Like, we gotta take her to the hospital or something. And that's not even the first time. That's the second time that she forced me to go to the hospital. The first time I ever got my very first flare up, she said, Tennille is not getting out of bed. Like, Tennille can be lazy, but she doesn't just lay in bed for days. Something is wrong with her. We take her to a doctor. And when they took me to the doctor, they just kept taking me to the doctor because things just kept being worse and worse and worse. Like, this fatigue is different than any fatigue you've ever felt. This joint pain is different than any other joint pain you've ever felt. And if you let a doctor tell you there's nothing wrong with you and send you home enough, then you must believe them. And if it's not right, interesting comment. If you let the doctor tell you that there's nothing wrong with you, then you let them take responsibility for that. You take responsibility for that. Because it's not their job. Like, if they don't listen to you, it's your job to find someone else who's going to listen to you. Period. There's no other person on this planet who's responsible for finding the answers. You find the medical professionals that are going to listen to you. So the symptoms are vast, and the testing can be intense. But you need to find out. You need to find the diagnosis. If it's not lupus, it's something else. And if you don't feel right, it's only right for you to find out what it is. Okay? Okay. So I'm still over my 5 minutes. One day I'm going to get this 5 minutes down, okay? But y'all, if this was at all useful for you, or you want to learn a little bit more about your own chronic illness and coming back from that, please tune into my masterclass, From Illness to Brilliance, How to Rebuild Your Health, Energy, and Life, Vegan Edition, okay? That's going to be on May 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be going through food things, as well as like, motivation for why we're eating differently, and how food can really affect your health, and even how your medications work. So please, if you have been waiting for me to do a class on a Wednesday and every other day you are busy, I have changed the class this first time on a Wednesday. So if you've been missing out just because on the day of the week you're busy, please lock in. Let's do this together and figure out what we're going to be eating to be our healthiest selves through any kind of chronic illness, okay? I have a degree in dietetics. I'm a dietetic technician, and I can help you with that. So please, if you need the link to register, it is free. It's completely free. If you need the link to register, please DM me wherever you can find me. I'm Tennille_the Captain on Instagram. I'm Tennille So Silly on TikTok. I am Tennille Stewart on YouTube and Facebook. Find me, find my landing page. We are going to tackle this together. Okay, guys? All right. Have a great Sunday night. Don't get the Sunday scaries. We're walking into Monday with an amazing podcast guest. Be ready. Be excited. We're going to do this. All right, guys. Have a great night. Stay happily healed. Bye.